Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to be talking about all things real estate investing with a national expert. He's going to talk about impact investing. We'll explain next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, as you probably know, some of the wealthiest people on the planet got their money in real estate investing. I think about even Jerry Jones. You know him from owning the Cowboys, but he owns a whole bunch of land in Frisco and beyond, and it's worth a lot of money. Somebody who knows that very well is Jordan De Silva. He is a CEO of Web City Properties. Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. So Web City Properties, we've been around for almost 20 years now in the Dallas area, focusing on creating impact through restoring homes, rebuilding homes, providing high-quality rental properties, and housing solutions to working-class families.
Okay, so instead of just buying the land, you're buying a home that might have been in poor repair, and you're going in, getting investors to invest in a project.
Exactly, yeah. Our approach to real estate investing is by looking at neighborhoods where there's a lot of opportunity for growth, and there's a lot of product that can be restored. So we're looking for properties that are highly discounted, in poor condition, and using our skill sets and experience to renovate them completely, hold them long-term, and provide high-quality management and rental properties to working-class, middle-income families.
And I know your dad is your hero.
Yeah.
So tell us that story.
Yeah, and the whole origin of the company starts with my dad, John De Silva, an Indian immigrant who came over to this country in the 80s with a dream to accomplish the American dream. He was able to do that through real estate, and he never dreamed that he could do all that he did, and I don't think he understood how much impact he could have while doing it. And so he started the company and then pivoted his way from just generic real estate investing to looking for ways that he could provide solutions to people that were like him, that were poor, in poverty, that were looking for a way out and looking for high quality housing, but also looking for ways to build their wealth.
Sure. We're going to pull up your website. It's a beautiful website. And as we scroll down the website, I want you to talk about impact investing. What is impact investing?
Yeah, so impact investing, Jeff, is really when you're looking at not just the financial returns on your investment or your business, but you're also looking at the social returns. And so you're measuring your social impact. You're being intentional in the impact you have on the community and making sure each part of your business is having a net positive impact on the community, while also measuring, of course, those financial returns. When you mesh the two together in a perfect marriage, you create some true magic and true long-term sustainable change.
Sure, and you can have a neighborhood that's in disrepair, and then you start to come in and start changing it one house at a time. It can make a big impact, can't it?
Exactly, and I think when you do that, and not only when you do that in one neighborhood, but when you set the example for other people to do it in their neighborhoods, then you start to see that systemic and the kind of you're the first mover, but you're not the only one. And other people can follow you and see your example, see that, hey, you don't have to just come in and do a halfway job on your repair. You don't have to come and be a flipper. You can actually come in and hold these properties, be a part of the community. Then that can really change not just your neighborhood, but other neighborhoods that people are investing in.
Yes, and you've got a fund. We're going to put this on the screen. Why don't you talk about your latest effort?
Yeah, so for over 20 years now, we have been doing this model with our own internal capital. This is the first time we're taking this model and wanting to put it out in the market for others to participate in. Really, the reason we're doing that is because we believe in the model of what we're doing in real estate and impact investing, but we want to take it to the market for other investors to participate and have a piece of impact for themselves. So the North Texas Workforce Housing Fund, a goal to buy 50 homes over the next 12 months and do exactly what we said. Go in, renovate with high quality renovations, hold long-term, provide good programs and management to our tenants, and be able to measure both the social returns, but also very outstanding returns because our model, again, it works to find discounts and it works to find long-term growth areas. And so those two things allow for great returns on both ends.
Well, and I know we live in kind of a do-it-yourself society, but it's dangerous to kind of do it yourself in real estate. There's so many things that you don't know. So investing in a fund like you and leaving it to the experts, maybe talk about why somebody would want to do that.
Yeah, I have so many horror stories to show you about someone that doesn't have the experience buying a home, especially in the condition that these homes are in. We have over 20 years of experience and we have seen it all. And so for us, we know what to do when we see certain properties. We know which ones to pass on. We know which ones are great deals. And so I think, for us, we are bringing that experience and giving it to you. We're not looking, we're giving you the experience of getting to be involved in this. And by doing so, you can get the learning and you can potentially do it yourself in the future. But it's almost the training wheels of being able to be involved in a model like this before going out and doing this yourself. You can certainly get the learning, but also participate in the financial returns that something like this can offer.
Outstanding. Okay, you're big into philanthropy. Let's pull up the philanthropy page off your website. And as we scroll down this, talk about, like Web City Cares.
Yeah, so Web City Cares, we have a nonprofit that has been around for almost as long as Web City Properties has been. And it's really that arm that allows us to have even more impact than just the model of renovating homes and holding long term. This is actually about doing active things in the community that provide more sustainable impact. So one of the big things that we do that you're not going to see from many companies is that we provide comprehensive resident services. So every single resident of ours gets a call every month from a group that's called Rainbow Housing Assistance Corporation. And what that group does is calls them and literally asks, what can we do to help you? And they have a full suite of comprehensive programs relating to education, financial literacy, digital literacy, rental assistance, you name it. They can provide those assistance. And because we're checking in on a monthly basis, anything that happens, we're aware of and we're able to actually help make an impact in people's lives, not only so they can stay in the home and flourish, but that they potentially can own a home in the future or they can accomplish whatever financial goal they may have for their life.
Sure. Just about everybody who comes on my show has, I call it a soapbox that they get on. And
That's my soapbox.
I just saw you get on the soapbox and I love that. So why is this so near and dear to your heart?
Yeah, I think when it comes down to my dad, right? I talked about his life, coming from poverty, living in India, coming to the U.S., and really accomplishing all of his dreams. And then the latter part of his life was about how do I give this dream to other people? And so I see myself with this company as a continuation of his dreams and his legacy. And not only that, but I see myself being able to get my own legacy through impact. And so a combination of those two things has really made philanthropy really strong in my heart. And this company is just a great vehicle to be able to make positive change in the community.
Absolutely. We have about 3 minutes left, so I want to talk about the opportunity in the market right now.
Yeah.
So, we hear that the Fed may be lowering rates here in a month or so. So what do you see in your crystal ball? What do you see for the next 12 months?
Yeah, I think if you are somebody that is trying to predict what's going to happen with the Fed or with other things that are out of our control in the economic stratosphere, then I think you're going about it the wrong way. Really, for us, over the next 12 months, we're just looking for where do the fundamentals make sense. And for us, that's single family. And why that is because there's not enough supply for the demand. We have a report that says that 3-bedroom, 2-bath starter single-family home rental properties are, for every 2 people that want that product, there's only 1 available rental home for them. To me, that is the most key stat that we look at when it comes to looking at what we should invest in. Multifamily, other assets may be in turmoil for other various reasons, but single-family by itself is one of those assets that has such a chronic undersupply of available product. And that's why we believe in continuing in this model for the near future. And it doesn't matter what happens with the economic stratosphere of this country. We can be secure in this model going forward.
And everybody has to have a place to live.
Everybody has to have a place to live. That's exactly right.
Well, congrats on your success and much more in the future. We're going to end with his website, which is webcityproperties.com. The great Jordan DeSilva. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.